Without further ado, LGI, let's get it, baby!
Some technical difficulties. Just hold on just 1 second. Should I do a little dance? No. Okay, I think he's ready, guys. Thank you.
Can y'all hear me? This shit makes me feel sexy as hell. I like this. What's on that? Yo, man, this is like a surreal experience. Like, I remember it's kind of crazy that you guys even know who the hell I am. Like, that blows my mind. Like, when I first started doing YouTube, I feel like I'm like Steve Jobs right now. Apple, yes. You can shave your ball sack now. When I first started doing YouTube, it was funny because I'm not sure if you guys saw, the video that blew me up was the Alexander Wallace video. And it's funny because prior to that, when I started doing YouTube, I didn't know how to do it correctly. Like for me, I always thought like, maybe if I spoke, people wouldn't understand what the fuck I'm saying, just because I talk really fast. And so if you watch my first 2 videos, I'm very calm, I'm very demure, I'm like, hello, my name is David Stowe, and I'm here to make you laugh. And then at the bottom, the first comment, hey, fuck you. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You live in Australia, bitch. But when the Alexander Wallace thing happened, it was funny because, like, I didn't know how to deal with it. Like, number one, I'm like one of those people that I don't like attention a lot. Like, I like staying at home, watching Netflix, and eating a lot of, food. That's what I do. But it's funny because, like, I remember the first time I tried to use my YouTube fame for my benefit, it was to get women. Like, that's like the first thing. I was like, you know what? I'm famous. I don't need to do shit. Like, I'm good. So, I remember too, like, I was in the club, and there was an Asian girl. She looked right across from me, and she looked at me. She goes, "Oh my God, I know who you are." I was like, "It's on." Don't fuck it up. You got this. Alexander Wallace, what's up? Walked in, she goes, "Oh my God, I know you." I was like, "That's right, Alexander Wallace." Right? She goes, "No, Kung Fu Panda, bitch." It's like that. That's just how it was. Like, my whole life, it's so funny too, because like growing up, I'm not sure if you guys watch all my videos, but I'm doing something called Funny Fat Fit. And it's been roughly about 2 months. I've lost about 27 pounds. And that's a lot of you guys. Girl, you better get yourself out of here. And the reason why I did Funny Fat Fit was because, a lot of us need motivation to do things. For me, like, being fat was never like, it never hurt my feelings. Like, I embraced my fatness. Like, I didn't know I was fat until I got on the scale, and the first time I stepped on it, it said error. I was like, why does this say error? What is this? Your knees start to hurt. It's funny, like, you could tell you're getting fat too. Like, every time I walked in the neighborhood, there was like a specific song that would follow me. Fucking ice cream man, get the fuck out of here. Bitch, it's winter, go home. Like, you still out here, it's cold. Nobody wants ice cream. Give me a chocolate taco, come here. That was my shit. Obviously, if you guys don't know already, I'm Korean American. I was born in Korea, so I am a fob, as they say. And I'm very proud of it. The only problem about being a transplant, as I call it, is that your parents always like to let you know how much they suffered every day. It's like the most, and you know what the funny thing is? My dad's story always changes every time. It changes every time. And no matter what I go through, he's always been through something 10 times worse. Back in the day, I used to want to be a thug. I got shot at once, and my dad looked at me, he goes, oh, you got the shot by your booty. Oh, scary booty. Daddy, come to Korea, I had to fight a dinosaur? Dinosaur, you ain't that old. Daddy had to fight a dragon. Dragon blue pirate. Daddy said no. Never made any sense. And that shit used to bother me so much. I'm not even talking. He would talk about the most like ridiculous shit. I was like, Dad, can I get a cup of water? When the daddy is in Korea, he go to mountain wait for snow. Come down! Daddy get a Alhambra water? Since I come in, daddy go. People make every time they drink something refreshing. Yeah! Hey, calm your ass down, dude. Glass of water. What's wrong with you? My mom is a fascinating character. A big part of my personality is, it's funny because like, you know when the song, San Toki Tokiya, my mom never sang that shit to me. I love my mom to death, and the reason why we get along so well is because I'm an asshole and so is she. Like the way she would wake, San Toki 일어나 개새끼야, 씨발. Oh wait. I love that, like that whole Korean drama thing you got. I love Korean drama. Like Korean dramas used to be my shit. You know what? No. You know what the fucked up thing about Korean dramas is? Like, it's the way I don't like the whole rejection scene because it takes like way too fucking long. It's always like one girl just, I test up, and then and you got that way, come on, dog. You're making us look bad. Don't do that shit, dude. She turns around, he grabs her wrist. I test up, turn your way. I test up, turn your way. 14 hours, they're just fighting the whole time. Like, and then suddenly rain comes down. I'm like, where's that rain coming from? Why is it raining? We're indoors. It doesn't make any sense. You got it in the door. Like, oh my god. It's funny, like, if you guys don't know, I mentioned this in a couple of my videos. My father is a pastor, so I was a pastor's son my whole life. It's funny because Jesus are not everybody. Like, when your father's Korean and a pastor, your freedom disappears. Like that is like generally what it's got. My father, anytime anything happened, it was the devil. That is exactly what happened. I gotta be the guy, that's a devil. That's a devil. Everything's the devil, really? That's a devil. Don't want to talk back to daddy. I heard like how he called himself daddy. It was like the creepiest thing on earth. You know who you my? Appa is a daddy. He would sometimes say shit like, my dad's English isn't that great, so he would just mix up all his English words. Daddy know what is the best of your mind, of the whole of your life. What the fuck is that? And he gets mad at me because I don't understand what the fuck he's saying. Like, what are you saying? Oh, you play games, boy? This is not a Nintendo, don't play game, boy. Oh my god, my life is fucked up. It's funny, like, I know, like, it's kind of interesting how I grew up too, because my parents not only are they Korean, they're fucking crazy. Like, you know how, like, you know what I really like though? Like, one of the things that I really appreciate is that I got to travel, and what college did for me was that it exposed me to normal people. Like that, like, especially, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Where I grew up, it was predominantly Vietnamese, predominantly black, and that's like the neighborhood I grew up. That's what it is. When I went to college, I saw white people for the first time, and that shit blew my fucking mind. It's crazy, because like, for me it was like National Geographic shit. Like, I'm not even kidding, I would bring out my iPhone. Look at him go. See that? He opened that person's door, that's how you're supposed to do it. He pays his taxes. I'm like taking notes and shit. Oh my god, he puts his precise income down. College was a crazy experience. Like, it's funny because like I would share my life stories. Like, I had a couple white friends in college, and I appreciated them so much because they showed me how normal people are supposed to react. Like, you know, like one thing that white parents are really good at is like dealing and talking with their kids. For example, like, you know when like your parents fight, there's always that one white parent, honey, go to your room. You know what, just come over here, just go to your room. You know what my parents fucking did? Boom! David, come here. You love a mommy, you love a daddy. You love a mommy, that's a devil. My dad was he was so cheap too, like Korean parents are so fucking cheap. Like, it's not, like I grew up broke for about half my life, but even when we made money, my dad told me my whole life, there was this box in my house, like on the wall, right? And it had this dial, and it had like little numbers on it that said 65, 70, 7. That shit was the air conditioning machine. I had no idea what that was until I was 19. My dad told me that if I fucking clicked it on, South Korea would blow up, so I just never touched it. When I went to college, my white roommate tried to turn on the air conditioner. I was like, ah! You like that shit, you perverts? My life. I love my mom. I do. You know why? Hell fucking no. I told myself that until I lose another 20 pounds, I'm not going to cut my hair. You know what happened? First of all, Merced, thank you for flying me on a plane that was built in 1920. I'll tell you this shit right now. When I came here, if you guys saw my Instagram, when the ticket printed out, it was on a receipt. I was like, hold on a second. I did not buy a cola. Ticket, sir, that's your plane right there. It was like this little metal tampon, just like this. I'm afraid of heights, and you know what the fucked up thing is? On that plane, you know how normal planes had that shade so you could close the window? It wasn't there! Like, I had to stare my fear, just... An hour and a half. That plane was so fucking old, the fucking propeller was right next to me, dude. How fucking dare you, dude? At a certain point, a bird caught up to me. He was like, what is this? It's scared. Fucking big bird gave me the finger. Fuck you. Oh, you must have been that Australian YouTuber. My mom, love that woman. Absolutely crazy. Here's another thing. My mom gets so mad every time I share this story, but I don't really care. So my mom, when she fights with my father, she does this thing that I thought it was normal up until a certain age. She likes to run away. That's her shit. I'm not even talking. Every time she says the same shit, I'm going back to Korea! Mom, you can't drive. I'm walking! You can walk on water. You're Jesus. Physically as a child, she always, like, oh my God, Oma, stop, just stop, all right? You're fucking 5'1", your steps are like, it's gonna take you 17 years to get back home. So, usually when she runs away, there's like a specific hiding spot that she has. It's like this very secret place, it's called the garage. Like, I'm going back to Korea! They'll never find me. That's what she always hides in the fucking garage. One time, I could not find her, and then my dad looked at me and was like, Daddy had to find a new mommy for you now. I'm like, Dad, I'm fucking 23. Like, you can chill out that shit. So, true story. I can't make this shit up. True story. She runs away. We cannot fucking find her. We go all around Sacramento for about 2 hours, driving around. Sacramento. So, I'm from Sacramento, by the way. But, yeah, that's right. If you're from Sac, you get the hell out. So, you're like the ghetto as hell. But my mom runs away, cannot find her, right? Oh, my sweet mother. So at this point, my dad gives up. He goes, you know what? Daddy needed a mommy. Goes inside the house. As I'm walking in, I shit you not, true fucking story. I'm walking back up the garage, up the driveway, and I see this garbage can move. And all you see is on the side of the garbage can, a foot. Like when your second language comes to the front, like your English slowly starts turning into Korean. Let me tell you something here, bitch. Fuck you, baby. They're like, oh my God, what's your name? How are you? Hi, I'm David. Oh my God, fuck you. Come back to me. Oh my God, what's your name? How are you? But they did ask me to sing something, so if I can get that guitar out. So I was in Boston last week and they sprung this up on me again. And mind you, oh my God. The last time I played the guitar, like seriously, was 6 years ago. So my hands cramp. It is what it is. Is it on? How do we do this? What is this? Oh my God, tuner. No, it's not it. It's not on, is it? Can you hear it? No, you can't. You can hear it? Oh, maybe I just can't hear it. Can we get like the front runners on or something? Come here, girl. No, dude. I mean, sir. You gonna whip my ass. Oh, volume? Oh my God. I don't know a full song, so you are gonna get about like 2 half songs. And if you complain, oh to hell. Yeah. Let's see if I can remember how to play this instrument. Is this auto-tune? It is, you dirty man. Boy, you put this in D sharp, you the hell, man. You try to fucking move me. Tại sao mày không biết? I only learned Vietnamese to get a Vietnamese girl. Excuse me, what your name? Mày mất khỏe giống con heo. That's it. It means you're fat like a pig. Stop for a minute, baby. I kinda dig the way that you're looking right through my prescription frames. Oh my God, that come out of me? That's crazy. He looks like he barely speaks English. Now I wanna give you what he can't give, though it's not fortune or fame. So baby, don't make this too difficult. I want you to know. Let's go to sleep in Paris, wake up in Tokyo. Have a dream in New Orleans, fall in love in Chicago. Oh, yeah. And we can land in the motherland, camel back across the desert sand, take a train to Rome, a home. Brazil for real. Wherever I go, she go. Oh yeah. Hey yo, I love her. And I hate her. iPhone, it was my homie. He said this hit Japan, and we can make a jam. We can make 100 grand, spend it in the south of France, nothing further. I jumped, grabbed my coat yard trunks, got ready to walk it out like in my John Lennon chucks. That's when my heart broke. You're filling me with sorrows, sunrise goodbyes and missing you tomorrows. I turn to see my dream, love supreme queen, stay on the scene, cry. Let's go to sleep in Paris, wake up in Tokyo. Have a dream in New Orleans, fall in love in Chicago. Yeah. And we can land in the motherland, Camelback. I don't think his parents would have done that, you know? I don't think his parents would have sat in front of a room full of strangers and would have bashed him. Think about that. For me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know? Like real talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, like, you know, but for me, I had to show my parents why I was doing what I was doing. They didn't understand. And for one of the biggest moments that I had with my father, I left the house. I remember, like, he and I got into this huge argument. And it's funny now because of the context of how it happened. But basically, my father was fed up with what I wanted to do, and he didn't really see it going anywhere, no matter how hard I was trying. But I remember this specifically because I told my dad, I was like, you know what? My father, one of the things I told my father never to call me was stupid, and he called me stupid. And when he said that to me, I snapped. And I remember too, because I told him, like, if you call me stupid one more time, I will leave this house and I'll never talk to you again. And he called me stupid, so I left. But the dumbest thing that I ever did was that I decided to leave wearing high chucks. And when you wear high chucks, it takes a long time to make an exit. So I was like, Dad, I'm done with you. You wait! 10 minutes later, I went to the other shoe. And you know what? It's over! You know, but, you know, after that experience, I didn't talk to my dad for a year. And it was hard for me because I love my parents a lot. And you know what the thing is, like, as I started to get a little older, I'm not that old, I'm like 26 years old, but like, I started to understand what my father wanted from me. And I used to always think that it was because he wanted me to be rich, you know? He wanted me to have a lot of money so I could like support the family and everything like that. But you know what I did find out from talking to my mother? He goes, your father didn't want you to be rich. He brought you to this country because he wanted to give you a choice. He wanted you to be able to choose what you want to be. And I think that from then on, that is when I got to understand my father. Because I looked at him as a person, not as my dad. And it's funny too, like you can really see, the moment that you look at your parents as a person is when you really get to understand them. Like for me, because I see my mom as a person, I realize she's an asshole. Like, I'm not even kidding you, like for my mother and I have the same birthday, and so when my birthday comes up, I don't get shit. So it goes off to her, so I called her on her birthday, and she calls me on Saturday, and her birthday was on Sunday. She goes, so you don't call your mom for your birthday? And she's doing this all in Korean, by the way, so it's a lot of attitude. And I'm like, Oma, it's Saturday, your birthday's tomorrow. Okay, just checking. And I'm like, what the fuck? So when are you gonna get your mom for your birthday? And I'm like, you know, I'm not that rich. I'll be straight up. You know how like you think all these YouTubers are balling? Like YouTubers are balling? So I went to my mom and I was like, look, for your birthday, I'll give you $200. She doesn't like gifts. I got her flowers once, she threw it in a garbage can right in front of me. She goes, 이게 뭐야? This does nothing. And she threw the flowers in the garbage can right in front of me. I was 2 years old. So I told my mom, here's $200, and she goes, that's it? What am I supposed to do with $200? And this is what I said to her. I was like, look, I barely like you, so I only want to give you $50, but because you're my mom, you get an extra $150. And she goes, that's right. You know, I think the privilege to be in this country and do what I want to do, and not just do it very, like, with mediocrity, to really put my heart into something, and no matter what it is. And when I say this, I'm not talking about entertainment, I'm talking about whatever you guys want to be. Whether you want to be a doctor, a businessman, a lawyer, if you're going to do it, be the best fucking person ever. The only competition that you have is the person that you are yesterday, and that's it. And I live by that motto every fucking day. And it's funny, I wish I could like translate over to like my weight loss, but it's hard. You know, and I think like every time I do this, I just want you guys to realize that, you know, it's a blessing to be able to sit here and kind of do what we do. You know, even being in college is a blessing. You know what I mean? I miss college, dude. I miss like not having responsibilities and paying for bills and shit. Fuck. Every month, my bank account depletes, and I'm like, what is that going into? I don't know, life? I'm like, oh, that's right, that's right.